Hey, hi everyone. It's Astro Jojo. Coming to you live and uncut. It's a really interesting time that we just went through in many ways, and I want to show you as an astrologer. I'm just going to repeat what I said before. I had to change it. There was a song, and I didn't want it to have an issue like copyright stuff. Um, Astrology is probably the oldest science ever created. 500,000 years old. 100,000 years old. And it's very easy to tell someone something. And being connected to the consciousness of everything and everyone, a belief becomes a reality, right? So we've been kind of not really lied to, actually, really not at all. We've just been told something. And I think it's time that we untell that story. And I want to show you what I'm talking about. As someone who has been an astrologer for a very long time, you should probably see that. Yeah. So, what you're looking at is Chiron at 19 degrees in the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Cancer, set about 2,000 years ago. And Chiron is making basically like an eclipse with the moon and Lilith, which is kind of like, I have to say, it's like the end of it's like the end of darkness, right? If we move forward one day, this is, I always set it to um Greenwich because it's the middle of the day. So right now, this chart is showing you 12 o'clock. And if we just go, let's just go, let's just go 3 hours. Hey, let's just go 1 hour at a time because I think it's that. So what's gonna happen? It's gonna unfold is you have Rahu is going to continue lapsing forward into Chiron. And as it enters into Libra, now what we know about the sign of Libra is that Libra is a balancing. So there's forces balancing themselves, constantly balancing themselves. And so the reason there's like a lot, here. There's like a lot here. So I'm just gonna keep moving because as you can see, um Venus in Aquarius is also making a trine and a sextile with the exact same force as Saturn in Pisces, which is, it's not really the age of Aquarius. It's the personal, it's the person of Aquarius in the age of Pisces, really. So just to be honest and clear about that. These symbols have not been basically they are accurate. I would say they're very accurate. And Jupiter and Gemini, I mean, we're talking about light and darkness of the biggest magnitude continuing to unfold throughout the 24th. And so as it continues to unfold, and we keep moving. Now I'm kind of ready to just like go to the final hour of the 25th. So here we are at 2200, and there's this big um fortitude of astrology happening. That's at 22, and celebrating the Christ Mass at midnight of the 24th and 25th. So excited to just see this myself. Is bam, you see, if you zoom in right there, that's mega power. This this Libra and Moon and Lilith making a, that's an eclipse. That's a can that's like, they're not talking in front of each other, talking next to each other. Planets don't need to be overlapping in order to communicate, because the plane that they're sitting on is flat. Okay, we're not sitting on a vertical plane, we're sitting on a flat plane, so the light can bounce in every direction. Now, what I think is really interesting that I really want to share is it's right on the day, right? Now it's like, let's go ahead 12 hours. 25th, middle of the day. Moon entering into Scorpio. I mean, as an astrologer, Rahu and Ketu exist in epic sense. The sense is they are um poles, magnetic forces, but they're also very much real um axes, right? So these axes we call Rahu and Ketu are the holders, pillars of the earth. Pillars of the earth. And so when the moon makes this like light force with a Rahu, it's the relief. I don't think I got to tell you too much more than that. I don't think I have to say much more than that. I believe in Christmas. I believe in Christ. I believe that we can all, at any time, anywhere, stop saying, doing things we shouldn't do, live by the commandments, do good unto others, do good unto thyself first. The more you hurt yourself, the more you hurt others. When you're hurting yourself, you're not realizing how much you're hurting others. We don't want to hurt anybody, right? So we all think, oh, I don't want to hurt anyone. And then we hurt ourselves epically. And then this karmic thing happens, and we say, oh, woe is me. Karma, I did something bad to someone. Actually, you did it bad to yourself. Okay? Hear me out. You did it bad to yourself. You are a temple of God. And and that's the lesson coming back to you. It's not you out there causing trouble, and then trouble comes. It's you causing trouble to yourself, and the universe is trying to correct your own temple by bringing you, the reason. So there's this flow of nature. It's cosmic cow turtle, right? Hard shell, soft heart. Cow in Thai means turtle. Cow, hard shell, soft heart. So one thing that I've learned to be aware of all the time, bad thing will happen at a good time. That's in order to offset negative and positives. For me, when I'm in a really yeah, that, threefold path, dharma, karma, being within the the the, the turtle, breathing above water, underwater. Um, numbers triple 3 times. I'll see double numbers or triple numbers. And so I never like really believe in like numerology in the sense that like I know how to do anything with it. But now I'm aware of 2 things. Bad thing will happen at a good time. That means a glass might break, and we shouldn't react negatively to it. We should just say thank you, because we're bringing in light into the universe, and then the universe is offsetting it by getting rid of something material that doesn't matter whatsoever. Glass breaks, I don't know, phone hits the ground, something stupid, and then we have a bad reaction as a human because we think the material world is so important. Not important, dude. Not important. Bad thing happens at a good time. It's just showing you the balance of the universe. Also, good thing can happen at a bad time. Now, this is where I feel like I want to share my wisdom and knowledge, is that we're all typically feeling that everything is a bad situation. And then we want something good to happen, right? Because if something good happens, yay, my bad situation is changing. But really, honestly, we should be living in a good situation and accepting this little tiny bit of negativity as just being like, oh, whatever, it's not a big deal. Cool. That means that everything's great. Instead of just being in a negative space and then waiting for one good thing to happen, one moment. Why not be in a positive place of love and accept the simplicity of one bad negative thing happening real quick and just being like, cool, universe is just telling me balanced. Great. I'd rather be in a good situation where one little tiny bad thing happens than in a constant bad situation where one good thing happens. And just think about that for 1 second. Flip your mind, flip your thoughts, flip your being. Be on the heart, living on the outside instead of being on the hard part of the turtle, trying to get on the inside. So I think astrology is just too important. And I do believe there's a lot more I'd love to share. I have to just give it a little bit of time, but I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas and enjoys the fruits of cosmos, man. The end of time. Daylight savings joke. Get it. We could be pumping 3 crops per year instead of waiting for one. It's a joke. Biodynamic farming is incredible. No, I mean, I'll just leave it there because I really just want to have a good Christmas spirit. And like I said, bad thing happens at a good time. Physical objects are not that important. Listen to good music, love each other. We're really coming into an alignment where everything you do, everything you say, every action you have is going to be so fastly, quickly, immediately coming back. Um, that we want to be living in a good space, having a little negative thing happening, because if you're living in this big negative waiting for one good thing, I just think it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be worse. And I want every sentient being to feel and experience a great relief. I bid you relief. I ask for relief. Thank you. I'm sorry. A good one. Astro Jojo.